Hi, love. I want to talk about the rules that we have that speaks about how we should express our femininity. You have to be soft, you have to be gentle, you have to be elegant. You can't be too strong, you can't be too independent because that scares men away. You have to be feminine. Aren't you tired? It's not like I have never tried. It's not like I have never heard about feminine energy and how to be feminine and how to fit into this box. The thing is, it never felt right to me. You see, feminine energy sounds almost like becoming one version of a woman. Have you ever took some time to sit down and think about what aesthetic I want to radiate in my life? There are so many things that you can be, but somehow this world teaches us that we should choose only one. And that's exactly what I mean when I think about femininity. Somehow the only thing that comes to my mind when I think about femininity is soft, gentle, because those are the first words that we hear when we listen to podcasts about it, read articles, or watch other people talk about it on YouTube. She's in her feelings, she's intuitive, she's all that, and we try to do this, but somehow it looks like the world wants us to fit in. And if you step out of there, you're not feminine enough. Girl, you just need to be in your feminine energy. That's how you manifest everything. What if manifesting everything is to be disciplined and consistent? This is also to be feminine. Because from my perspective, I don't even want to say that, no, the real femininity is this. No, this is what I understood is femininity for myself after all those years of constant battling what aesthetic I want to choose. What if I want to be everything? The truth, there is no one way to be feminine. The only requirement that I discover for myself to feel feminine is when I feel like it's right for me. Whatever you are doing, whether you are feeling your softest self, whether you are feeling your most disciplined self, whether you are feeling your most independent and self-sufficient self and strong self, or whether you are feeling your most gentle and effortless and elegant self. Whatever you are doing, if that feels right for you, you are in your feminine energy. We have been told for years that femininity is about being soft and gentle and nurturing all the time. We have been told for years that femininity means soft, gentle, demure, nurturing, and all those beautiful qualities. But the truth is, femininity doesn't have a uniform. It doesn't come with a script. It looks different on everyone. It doesn't require you to shrink, to silence your voice, to keep a composure, to be poised, to be elegant. It's more about feeling good in your skin. When I wake up in the morning and I have all my day planned out and I am productive and I feel like I don't need anyone right now. I feel so good in my skin. I feel so interested and invested in my life, my goals, and my dreams. That's when I feel the most feminine. I feel good. And somehow people notice that. Every time I call with this mood to my parents, my mom says, damn, I love when you're like this. Your eyes spark. You're literally shining. When I see people around and I just smile at them and I am detached from them because I'm so invested in my busy life. And somehow they also notice that, Marta, you are glowing. Marta, your smile is so beautiful today. Marta, today there is just another energy about you, but I am strong and independent. And so when you allow yourself to space and flow and discover what works for you, what is that make you feel good in your skin? It doesn't have to make you feel masculine or feminine. It has to just make you feel good. I believe that life is never-ending self-discovery journey. And that's why I don't believe there is a way to fit into one aesthetic, one of which is being super duper feminine. To be honest, I believe that femininity and masculinity, those are just terms to like easily explain how to make this life better for you. It's not like I'm saying, oh, please forget about becoming feminine or masculine and those things, those exist. No, I believe they do. It just do not put yourself in a box when you don't feel like you fit into this perfect feminine stereotype. That means that you are not actually feminine. It was such a mistake of mine. Once I was talking with this one boy, I never liked him, we were friends, and he talked about himself like he's that super masculine man. He was shorter than me, and somehow the only thing he could rely on was the fact that even though he's short, he's more masculine than most of the guys over there. Toxic masculinity, maybe. And one time when I told him how I see my life, how I live, what I learned, and what I have been through, the first thing he said was like, Marta, you're not masculine. A guy would not want to be with you. Have you ever considered why the fuck it's so easy for a man to feel masculine when a girl just plays nice and soft and innocent? But it is so hard to make an independent and self-sufficient woman who has her own life and her own goals to feel safe, to finally see a softness in her. When he said it for a second, I was like, well, yeah, maybe I'm not feminine enough. Maybe he's actually right. I'm actually busy, like this is my head right now. It's boiling with information and ideas and deep thinking. People that I met, things that I never do, what I wanted. Oh my God, there are so many things that in this brain, so many things that I want to be, that I want to feel, that I want to see. Maybe I am actually not feminine enough, and that's my problem. Well, guess what? And then I meet someone else that says, wow, you are so kind and intelligent and beautiful, and I am so lucky to even spend at least some time with you. And I look at that person and how he behaves, and all his actions just scream, wow, I adore your femininity. I adore that you have your own life, and I want to be masculine next to you. The problem is not that you are too independent or strong. They just cannot catch up. They are not on the same level. You see, now that I look back, the things that I've been through, moving to another country, dealing with documents and these things and having the war going on in my country, there are so many things that just keep stressing me out, that I am out of control, and I can't just leave it to the universe to solve and be so soft and feminine and go around and sing and talk with animals. Well, that person in particular, he has never been in my shoes, and he didn't even try to understand that. He just said, oh, you are too independent. Well, guess what? What do you expect me to do? When you hear something like that, question that. Have they ever been in your shoes? When you've been through more and you have experience and lesson learned, you can't just take those parts away from you and shrink yourself to make that other person feel more masculine about themselves. Girl, you are worth so much more. Someone who will not make you shrink to be feminine, but who will make you feel like you want to be feminine next to them. And for that, spend some time alone. Just make sure that you're spending your time on self-reflection and self-discovery. You have to be so self-aware about your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts. And guess what? There will be no moments when you will figure it out all at once and you're gonna have all the answers. This is life, and you will never figure everything out. You will be doing this step by step by step. And to do this, you have to have all this experience. You don't wake up today and you decide what you're gonna do in 1 year. Allow yourself to do whatever you want that day. Organize your life by self-discovery. For me, a big thing was to keep a little notebook when I would write down the facts about myself. It's like I acknowledged that part of myself. And then I started just writing down random facts. I like this color. I don't like how this music sounded. I liked when I walked this way. I didn't like when person said this to me. I started keeping those facts about myself, and life became easier because finally when I acknowledged those things about myself, when I acknowledged those parts about myself and accepted them, I didn't have to go around and question every day, what do I like? What do I want? That's why it's so important to know what is your favorite number, what is your favorite color, why you are in a relationship and you are asking those questions to other people, but you don't know those things about yourself. Imagine when they ask you and that's the first time you're thinking about that. You have to be the closest person, the closest friend, the lover and the love of your life. There won't be times in your life when you will know everything about yourself, but at least ask yourself questions, go into those experiences and write down the lessons and the facts that you discovered. And after you write down those facts, sometimes they can change and that's okay. And then organize your life around the truth about yourself. If something doesn't serve you, it's okay to let go of it. And I think this is where the power of embracing your essence, your energy, your emotions is. As soon as you feel good about doing whatever you are doing, that's when you feel feminine, because you close your eyes and you enjoy lifting those 300 pounds. The beauty of being a woman is our variety. We are not meant to be only one way throughout our whole life. It's simply impossible because life's gonna throw a lot of shit at you. It's truly impossible because life's gonna throw surprises at you, and you never know whether they are pleasant and they're gonna make you feel soft, or they will require you to sit down and map out your life and be as masculine as possible in that moment. As long as you enjoy doing that, you're good, sweetheart. You don't have to choose. When you make a decision, it creates a never-ending cycle of regrets when you fail to exercise that duty that you said you're gonna do in the future. For example, if femininity is being soft and gentle, as soon as you are not soft and gentle, you don't feel feminine. What if I want to be everything? And what if you can be everything as well? That's why our cycle has so much variety. Every single stage of the cycle is a different mood, different emotions, different hormones playing together and making this dance of life. And you try to fit yourself into this little box where you're soft and gentle. And even when you don't feel feminine, I want you to understand that you are still feminine. You are the magic of this world. You can create the new life inside yourself. What are you talking about there? I'm not feminine because I don't fit into this box. You are not confined to one idea of what a woman should be. You can evolve. I want you to finally get rid of the box that you created from all the other words and experiences that you've been through. I want you to feel unapologetically yourself, and I want you to feel so good in your skin and be so invested in your truth and be so deeply rooted in yourself that no matter what you do it with this feeling of drive, of desire. And if someone is saying you, oh, you're not feminine enough, just know that even if they would wear high heels, they would not reach a level of standards that you deserve. Don't forget to be awesome. Bye.